Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a great night of the WCS Women's Singles Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts here on USA Darts Productions and PPD. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms this evening, Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, they keep giving me new people each week. I think it's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. They want you to always look great, so they have to go get a scumbag like me. No, I'm kidding. I'm excited to get the call.
Listen,
it's always fun to work with you.
It's always a pleasure, my friend. You are an absolute fantastic color guy to have next to me for all this information that's needed. Also, I got my beard trimmed up today. My hair did nicely. And man, I thought I was going to look so much better than my co-commentator. And then you show up and just steal the show. And I appreciate none of that. I just want you to know that. None of it.
Well, I don't know. You've got a lot more hair, and everything's starting to get white. So maybe I'll have that Santa Claus look down soon.
There you go. Well, dude, we have a great match tonight. This is a top 4 battle. Taylor Thaxton, bowl shooter MVP, and she's taking on the Utah, and that's Jillian Phillips, who's been in this Women's Challenger Series before. It's Taylor's first season here. I'm expecting a great match tonight. The tail of the tape is one that is fun to look at. So let's look at that. How about them apples?
Well, it's exciting if you look at their averages when you see the next graphic for Jillian. They're just right on top of each other as far as averages. So then you
Well,
look at the winning percentages. Look how
well,
close those are.
I know. Well, let's talk about Taylor first. All right. Let's not jump ahead here, Mooney. Gosh, she's the
Yeah.
troublemaker, which should be your nickname right this second. Playing for Associated Vending, playing at Al's Bar, and that's in Sharonsville, Ohio. And playing about 10 years, average is a 3.26 NPR, that 64% win rate. And she's throwing those next gen Carry Thaxton Rainbow 18-gram darts. So it's throwing the hubby's darts as well there, Mooney.
Oh, I guess that's that. When I know that my daughter-in-law plays with her fiancés. I know a lot of other ones play with with theirs. I don't play with anybody's but Gary Anderson, so that's good to see that she's playing with her hubby's darts.
Well, everyone's playing with their hubby's darts, I guess. And let's head on over to Jillian Phillips, shall we? You want to tell us about Jillian?
Well, nickname is Fancy Pants. She's out of Utah, but I believe that's the Western Washington Dart League, if I'm not mistaking. Redwood Lounge is her location. Playing over 10 years. Averages 3.38, 71.4 was the winning percentages. And she's throwing some shot darts. So,
hey,
shot's a good brand.
What can you say? So Jillian has the higher average here, Mooney. And I know out of our two competitors, most players watching along, or most people watching along, are going to say that Taylor is going to be the player they know. That's the name they know. MVP at Bull Shooter this year. Jillian Phillips continues to make deep runs in these tournaments. She also continues to show her talent, soft tip and steel tip. And right now she has the 10-point higher average. Is that surprising to you?
Actually, yeah. I mean, whether her playing out on the West Coast, I have not played personally against her. I ran into some of the folks from the Utah area in the Las Vegas Open and different Las Vegas events. But seeing Taylor play at the Bull Shooter, I'd expect her to be the prominent favorite, but you never know. I mean, I don't know Jillian, and she could show us exactly why she's 10 points higher than her average.
Well, Fancy Pants Phillips is gonna show up and show out tonight. I'm not worried about that. I'm looking forward to that battle. We will only be getting Taylor's perspective tonight. That is not because we don't like our Utahns, okay? Even the ones at Redwood Lounge in West Jordan. It's the ones that have our streaming package, and Al's does, and Redwood Lounge does not. So you'll see Jillian at the bottom little corner picture from time to time, but we're gonna have this view from Mrs. Thaxton, this evening, and it's gonna be a good battle. I'm looking forward to it. What's your prediction here, Mooney? Race to 7.
7-5 Taylor.
All right. And I am going to say last league decider, and I'm going to actually take the higher average this evening in Jillian. I think we might see an upset, not on paper, but out of what our viewers are probably expecting. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, let everybody know that we are live here for this great WCS battle on this Monday evening. And if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for this Women's Singles Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. These players are both on the winner's side. The players will play a race to 7, best of 13 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. It's always nice when players blow us kisses before they get going. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PBD player advantage rule. And Mooney, you're not going to do this. So if we go the distance and we go for speed, those players will cork for start in that last leg decider.
Before you guys
$2,500 first place. Will?
Before you guys get going, I just want to say I got this going the distance tonight. I think it's definitely going to go. Just with the way things shape up, I know that both players are going to be a little bit antsy just because of being on the stream. But hey, here we go. I think I got it going the distance.
You think it's going to be Anti-Pants Phillips?
I'm going to go with Taylor. I think I got Taylor 7-6. So I guess that would help to say that.
Okay. I love it. Brian, I think we're going to get a couple booms this evening as well, but I'm looking forward to this battle. Welcome to the WCS. Chat, who do you have? Who's winning this bad boy? Let us know. Give your prediction. Where are you tuning in from? Taylor going to get us started.
Out of the gate with 5. Taylor's going to want to push Jillian down to that 19. Jillian wants to go 7.
Yeah, you can see Fancy Pants Phillips is in her dress. Beautiful dress there. She is always dressed to the nines when it comes to playing darts. It's going to be hard pressed to ever get her like sponsored by a jersey company necessarily, because she wears all these really fancy dresses. So unless they start making dresses, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of fancy, Taylor Thaxton's out there pushing Fancy Pants down, 120 down. Really going to have to work that 19 hard to get right back in the first leg.
And there's a nice little 7, Mooney.
We're going to see this.
Yep.
We're going to see this back and forth in the early stages. We're going to see them both get settled in. And then who's going to start taking the advancing shots? That's going to be the tale of the tape.
Taylor's got a little bit of a blocker here, so she's trying to decide what to do. Moves over to the 18. I don't hate that play.
I do not hate that play.
I mean, obviously a triple is better than the single, but it's really all that she can do. She's got to make sure, though, that she hangs on to those 20s, because that's the golden goose when it comes to cricket right now.
She was blocked. Maybe she was thinking, maybe I grab the trip 18. Maybe I can force my opponent to miss on the 19s, which did happen. But then she would have went 2 houses. But back to the 20s she does.
And a fat 3. Fat 3 on the last one. That's not good. But that's all right. Hey, let's give some updates. This is the top 4 side, like we talked about earlier. You can find that bracket on CompuSport. Just go to PPD major tournaments. This is Taylor Thaxton for Jillian Phillips. The winner of this one will get the winner of Olivia Terry and Shay Cole. That will be our streaming match next week on Monday, once Nick, Will, and I return. Will and I from New York City. And let's look at the loser side of the bracket. We got 8 players left on there. Now 7, as Meredith McGee 7-0 upset of, or not upset, but 7-0 defeat of Therese Sheezer. So Murph said that she was on fire. It clicked for the first time for her for a bit, and she's excited to see how that translates moving forward. Alyssa Evans, Jenny Howd right now. Jenny's up 6-5 in that battle. Getting that update from Justin Hightower. Appreciate that, Justin.
Congratulations, Meredith McGee, on the 7-0 moving forward. She'll be on a mission moving next week. Taylor, slow on the 20s. Let Jillian come get it, but she's got the 18s. Is Jillian going to take that quick shot now, Sean, or do you think she'll settle down? Nope, she's going to settle.
Yeah, she hits the Maloney double on dart 3, and I don't hate it. I'm just going to guess that single 18 was blocking the triple, and that's why she went for that double, and it hit. But look at that, at 417 NPR, Mooney. First time really looking at Jillian. Impressive so far?
Yeah, I mean, really, she's been calculated. She had the opportunities to take early shots on the 20. She stayed true to the 19s, waited for Taylor to make a mistake, and then pounced. Now she's out in front with the high number.
And if you look at the chat, Mooney, we got Ron Otto, Jillian 7-5. Carolyn actually letting us know, Gookie Johnson saying she's sponsored by Team Beast Clothing, and they've been working on getting her a dress for darts, which is pretty cool. Preston going for Jillian. Greg, Jillian. We got some Taylor in there, but there's a lot of Jillian fans in the chat watching along. I love to see that. The Utahns are here in full force.
I do too. I mean, I don't get to see the West Coast folks as much, and the more we can, the better. A lot of fantastic players out there ready to showcase their talents, and here we are.
If someone wants to let Jillian know that she can just share this live stream, she can. She doesn't have to. If she doesn't really want to stream this match too, she doesn't have to. Like, we can do that for her on the side.
Taylor not going to get it done with just one round on the 16s. Jillian has been aggressive. Ooh. Sometimes you just need 3 and only 2 will collect.
All right, we're here in the corners, and Taylor, a big 7 on the 16s when she really needed it.
Well, one shot close for Jillian. Will she just mark the 19, or will she stay true for points?
You got to get rid of that 16. Yeah. It's a trip for Sing, but it'll do. Yeah. You got to. You got a fan in the chat, my friend. It's the bearded dark guy himself, Mr. Jason Watt.
Oh, with me? I like Mr. Watt. Oh, an aggressive move on the 19s. She knows she's got the lower house. I do like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, with trips that were going great, but she does mark it single. But Jillian doesn't have to do much to get rid of her 15.
See if she takes a look or stays on the 19s. Yeah, I'm okay with her staying there. All 3 darts. That makes perfect sense to me that she's got the higher ground, just like you talked about, Mooney. Whereas Taylor has the reverse, right? She's got to be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, 57 points on the triple out of Jillian versus 45 points on the triple for Taylor on these turns.
Wait.
I mean, it's almost 4 to 5 darts at a time needed out of Taylor, where Jillian doesn't have to do as much as long as it's triple.
That is a 12-point difference per dart, if we're doing the math correctly there. Between the triples.
It's a lot of ground to gain.
It is.
It's a lot of ground to gain. Another 57 points on the turn.
Yeah, and up 120 means that Taylor's got to stay on the 15s the whole way unless she wants to get super aggressive on the 19s, but she will not have the point lead doing that.
Do you think she's playing a little on the nervous side, a little tight?
No, I really don't. I think it's just everyone kind of gets this first leg is always a crapshoot, right? Where it's always, especially on the live stream, just getting going. But I think in this case, it's just Jillian's hitting those triples and has really been able to stay out front with the 19s. Those 20s got close pretty early on, and she's just been able to really stay out in front that way. I don't think either player has played badly in the leg to start off with. So just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and sometimes we get some dynamite, Mooney. Boom goes the dynamite. Taylor Thaxton, just when you thought she might be out of this leg. No, there's no.
I loved it. I love it when you roll with that. I love it. Jillian's got to stay on that 19. She's going to have to get more. Taylor comes back with that big round of 9. Does Taylor have the momentum swing here?
Yes. The start's important. Oh, it kisses just a little bit too far off of it. And that gave a single 2. So momentum has been stopped right away.
Oh, I would look up too, Taylor. I would look up too. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, big trip 15 to really, really take care of it. Jillian Phillips, a great turnaround here in this first leg. After Taylor
didn't
threw
waste
the 9.
any darts on the bull. She went up and put another 19 there and created another bullseye. So good darts there.
Yeah, now we got ourselves a 5-3 race, Mooney. And Jillian's going to go first. Needing only 3 to win leg number 1 against the throw.
Oh, just out.
Give
Taylor got the double in her.
Yeah, give the MVP a 5-er. Just need a high 5 here, Moon. Two in the black. Oh. Those darts when they bounce off.
Not bad. She still needs 3, but Jillian only got 1 last round. If it happens 1 again, Taylor would have an opportunity.
I'd be surprised. Oh, I'm going to be surprised. Wow. And it's an unlucky third dart, too. It grabbed the first dart and grabbed it and pulled it low instead of kicking up into the bowl. Taylor now a real shot here.
Oh, nice. Way to stay true to the bullseye. Way to stay in it. Nice way to finish it. 3.28, right at her average.
Yeah, and she wins leg number 1. And Jillian was throwing 4 midway through that leg and dropped down to a 3.18. That's going to be tough and should have definitely been Jillian's leg with that 5-3 bull race. Let's head to leg number 2 though.
Ooh, slow on the start for Jillian. Taylor, last time opened with 5 on the 20s. We'll look to do the same. There you go. Big round of 7 to push down. Jillian with the 19s.
With the person walking right behind her.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I was watching them darts hit.
Jillian only a 3 mark. Yeah, or 4 mark. Sorry, excuse me.
To the 19s, being aggressive. Will she roll to the 18?
17's first, yeah. And she might stay there. Yep.
Staying there is good. Get another wedge.
But now if you're Jillian, I attack that X on the 17s. Even if I wanted the 18s more, I'm going to attack the wedge on the 17s just to try and get rid of that mark, and it did not work. Update for you from out on the floor from Justin Hightower. Jenny Howd wins 7-5 over Alyssa Evans. So Alyssa Evans out of this WCS.
A little bit on the struggle side for Jillian. She's been able to get 2 more. But Taylor's out of the gate. She's got the advantage. She closes the 18, moves forward.
Oh no.
Oh, you know it's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, those are called bad adjustment darts. And honestly, it's frustrating because you feel like you adjusted on each one of those and it just goes in the same exact spot.
Comes down, grabs the top of the dart, slides up the dart and out, slides up the dart and out. It's like a ramp. Jillian wastes no time on that 18.
Little update as well. We got a couple more matches going on in the background. Nicole Torres versus Nicole Hinshaw. That's an appetizing affair. And then you got Caitlin Myers, Kaylee Beard in that 9th through 12th. A reminder, Olivia Terra, Shea Cole. That's a winner's side matchup. That'll be our next streaming matchup as well.
Taylor struggling on the 18s there, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, some sort of force field around those bad boys. She's missed 6 straight darts at him.
Time to regroup. If you got to regroup.
It might be too late. It is too late. Jillian has taken control off of those 6 misses from Taylor. Now she might still pop the balloon anyway.
Why not?
This will be a frustration dart. I actually really like the step back and hip check. Wow.
That is a tough round for Miss Taylor. Needs to pull back, needs to reset, but momentum is definitely in Jillian's hand here. She's got the 18s. She can work the 16s and 15s down. But as we've seen in the previous game, she likes to stay points heavy.
Yeah, she tried to set off some dynamite there, and it was a dud, my friend.
It was still pretty explosive.
Oh, now she's into the next troubles up. She's hit 6 troubles in the last 6 darts, though.
You can get caught up of being high and low, and sometimes it'll set in your head, and you've just got to pull yourself away, get back in the game, get back in the leg. Even if you lose this leg, get prepared for the next leg. You're up 1-0.
Well, and Taylor pretty much escaped leg number 1. And look how far back there are people there watching the darts being played. Like, you can go all the way back to the gentleman sitting at the bar in the background. He had his arms raised for Taylor after the first 2 darts in the treble 15. So he is also following along with the darts. See? And does that carry from that far away?
Yeah, Carrie's in that black shirt there in the corner of the bar.
Yeah. Keeping his distance. But shouting at her anyway.
To the bull.
And there you go. That's how you get that done easily. 1-1 scoreline.
Slow out of the gate for Jillian. Only opened 2 with the 20s. Opportunities for Taylor to run this leg. Got slow on the 18s. Slowed down on the 16s. And Jillian just stayed Jillian all the way through. Good leg, ladies. 1-1.
Yeah, I know the 2 guys who have done this commentary for the majority of the time have picked a last leg decider here. Mooney had 7-5 Taylor. I actually picked Jillian 7-6 and Will picked Taylor 7-6. And I think that's probably about as balanced as we can really expect out of 3 people making separate opinion picks. This one's going to be close, and it already really has shown up to be that case. It's gone into the Bulls twice now.
And also, both of them have had that strong run through each leg, and both of them had that opportunities that they left the door open for their opponent. Who's going to have the luck on their side is what it's really going to boil down to.
Yeah, luck or timing. But after the first couple legs, Mooney, it just becomes darts now, and and that's what they're playing. You've played in the CSE format of this where it's a race to 9, and like, walk me through those first couple legs. Is it just you're just settling in? Are you trying to make a statement early? What is your mindset there early in a marathon like format?
Well,
like
so
that?
you want to get up 2 or 3 early. Basically, what I was always told in the past in a marathon race, and I tried to do in my own mental mind, was to get a 2-game lead. Press them. The legs you're down, make it hard for them to win them. The legs that you're up, don't let your opponent breathe, and still try to keep that 2-game cushion. Because you're going to have those opportunities when you're going to grab the big 7 or the big 9. And then you're going to have those times whenever you're going to go single mark out in the wrong triple. You just got to balance that.
Yeah.
And the first couple legs are not the ending couple legs, but you can't let it get in your head early. You can't be frustrated, leg 3 and you're down 2-1. You just can't.
And in this match, someone's going to be frustrated down 2-1, right? And it's just one of those situations that's just going to exist in this type of format. Now, I do love, you are like the kindest, gentlest human being ever, and you basically just said, stomp on their throat early and then make sure that they never breathe again.
That's unfortunate, but
as your marathon.
Well, I mean, look at your opponents when you're in a CSI or a CSC or major tournament. I mean, they are just as good or not better than you. You got to keep their mindset out of it. Don't let them breathe. Because they're not going to let you breathe. They're going to parry you in points.
Mooney, I'd have the worst average in the WCS. Like, I trust me, I know how much better everybody else is than me when it comes to playing darts.
Another thing of it is a lot of times the experience will play the gate for you. You're just a little bit off, but you're able to hit that timing shot, or that if I can hit this as a timing shot, a big 5 here, a big 7, and I catch them on a window that I can take the leg. I mean, it's you gotta you can rely on your experience too.
Well, let's talk about that real quick, right? Leg number 1, you're talking about Taylor maybe having some nerves, maybe struggling out the gate, and then she throws a very perfectly timed 9 mark on the 15s that kept her in the leg and ended up essentially winning it for her. That's one of those things you're really talking about in that moment, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're never out of the leg, but I know that John Part used to say it all the time when they were playing those big long marathons overseas. The legs that you lose, evaluate them, but be prepared for the legs that you're going to win. Because if you're threatening about what you did, you're not going to win the next leg. She stayed in the leg. She hit the big 9 mark, and then she caught window, and she had 5-3 on the bulls, and she ended up winning it. So you're not out of it. Plus, you make your opponent nervous when you hit that big 9 late.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the reason Jillian missed bowls. Don't get me wrong. It kept the pressure on and made it a lot harder to hit those bowls in that moment.
It's easier to hit bulls when you got plenty of segments for fly-offs. It's harder to hit bulls. You need one or two to win.
And what a dart that was from Jillian on the last. Even Taylor appreciated it.
Not down by much, but 4 on the 16s. Jillian's she's been heavy on the points. I look her staying on that 19 for a little bit.
We got the FKL in the chat, the famous Kevin Luke. What's up, brother?
A frequent flyer in the tournaments all over the place. Oh, Taylor, not going to be happy with that. Playing aggressive, didn't go her way. She needs to point.
Yeah, and that's not going to be a good round there for Taylor. Jillian, yeah, very aggressive right out the gate on the 16s. Then goes back and smartly plays the point game.
Yeah, that was a good shot right there. Didn't get the 16 to fall on an aggressive move, and add 38 more to the scoreboard. Make her throw that 48. She needs 4 on the 16s.
Oh. How frustrating is that? First start triple and then miss when you only need one more to get the point lead.
Dart 2 was high. Dart 3 slid up the barrel if you would noticed it.
Taylor animated with someone back there. I know. I can guarantee you that's what she just said to somebody. And
that's a move there.
The I know, I think was make sure you take a shot at those 19s, coach.
That's a good move right there.
Oh, that's better. That's a better move. Almost a perfect counter.
4-2 on that bull race. You wasn't kidding, guys. This is going to be close.
Mm-hmm. 2 doubles needed. Not going to happen. So Jillian, same spot she was in leg number 1. She needs 2 bowls. Taylor needs 3. And big dart incoming.
Do we got red, black here? Double, single?
Oh, a hat trick that wires out.
Oh. I don't ever want to say it, but 1 hole out sucks. Oh, good shot there.
And Jillian able to get that job done. And you can see that they're blowing kisses to each other. They're enjoying this. And honestly, it is a good battle, which is fun for anyone who's playing it, right? You want it to come down to bulls each leg. You don't want to get waxed over and over again. But Jillian Phillips, takes that 2-1 lead now over the bull shooter women's MVP.
Excellent, excellent. The thing about it is both of them have stayed and played aggressive back and forth. Both of them had their opportunities, and both of them have missed. Taylor gets that bull to fall on the third one. She's up 2-1. It's so close. It's incredible.
Again, for anyone who is just watching us, if you're looking for a treat to watch in the background, just as Taylor's shooting, as Taylor's not shooting, just in general, just watch Taylor Thaxton. Watch Carrie Thaxton. Carrie is in the black shirt sitting down at the bar, furthest away in the patrons that you can see. Black shirt, like yellowish white pants, shorts, and just his body language is going to tell you just how nervous he is for every single dart. When she is yelling out that direction, it's at Carrie, and Carrie will be yelling at her throughout this entire thing, even though they are keeping their distance from each other.
It's probably why he's on the other side of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in earshot. He's right there. Jillian on the 19s. Goodbye, forcing her opponent to the 17s.
Oh, that'll work. Get rid of those 20s. Goodbye.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Jillian will have to think, do I want to close at 17 or do I need to open the 18? She likes to point.
Very aggressive here. This is a big dart. Oh, and it makes the aggression count.
Great darts out of Taylor. Great darts out of Jillian.
How about cheers to our guy Sean from Scotland, who's in the chat. He's playing some proper darts over in Scotland, winning some league tournaments and things like that. I see you, Sean. I've been seeing you.
Yeah, big action this weekend in the Six Nations Cup. If you didn't watch that, that was some excellent darts being shown on that YouTube channel.
They had a neat little stage, had a nice crowd for that Six Nations. Wish I could have seen a stream on it. I didn't get to see anything but the highlights, but that looked pretty neat.
Scoreboard was all in Welsh, so that made it very interesting.
Interesting right there for Thaxton. 6 on the 16s.
She's been hanging around on these corners, man. They've been kind to her so far.
Ooh, big door opening.
This is
there.
an opening. Again, Taylor, located in Sharonsville, Ohio, here at Al's Bar. And Jillian is in West Jordan, Utah, playing at Redwood Lounge. And big 7 on the 18s from Jillian Phillips.
That is a monster turn. Taylor is going to have to go 9 on that 16. She can make it look good with 7, but she's going to have to get him to hit. Only going to grab 2.
Only 2 is not going to be good enough right now. Jillian's throwing a 4-1-7. She's trying to get that separation that you talked about, Mooney, the start to step on the throat and then hope to make it so your opponent can't breathe very much. Jillian, we could argue right now, Jillian should be up 3-0 with a chance to make it 4-0 here.
Taylor will not go away. She's going to continue to scrap. The 15s didn't go the way the way she wanted, but she was battling hard on that 16. She had a rough turn, and her opponent went heavy on the 18s. And this whole leg just flipped.
Oh, well, look at this. Boom goes the dynamite for the Utah. Fancy Pants Phillips fills it up.
That's a heavy shot on the 15s. Could have used that third dart on the bull, but man, when you're wanting to run him down, that's exactly what you do.
Greg, what if I just have an S lisp and you just blew my cover? How about them apples? No, I had no idea it was Sharonville. I thought it was Sharonsville. That's my bad.
I think I broke the 9-mark counter, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We have 2.
We do have 2. Speaking of 2.
Oh, going to close it down, make that bull race again.
She couldn't ask for anything more than having a chance here in the next turn at 6-3. It's a one-turn game.
This is leg number 4, and the bull has been down to
every time
5-3, 4-3, and now we're 6-3. Darts in hand.
Look, I love the people in the background. Like, if you, Mooney, you're going to agree with this, and this is how this always goes. Big darts, big 4. I mean, it puts so much pressure here on Jillian now, who was miles ahead in this leg, and still get it done with 3. Oh, this would be a heck of a hat trick. Oh, just misses the last, and I think she thought it was in. But you can tell how well-liked a dart player is, how popular a dart player is during these WCSs, these CSCs, when you have just the weight of the world on the people in the background.
They're not going to be happy with that. She does have the opportunity with this last dart.
Still
it's just harder.
Just win that diddle. It's a heck of a dart if this goes. Oh, just above.
God, I wanted to see it in. Great shot.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
It was just the little flag stick in the golf tournament. Just a little bit of hope is all that gave Taylor, but Jillian does close the door in the last dart. A 3-4-2 to a 3-1-7. Mooney, it is 3-1 Jillian Phillips, and each leg so far has come down to bowls. A bowl race each time.
We've had a bull race of 5-3. We've had a bull race of 4-3. We've had a bull race of 5-3, and now we had a bull race of 6-3. It's incredible. It's coming down to the tail of the tide, like you said. The opportunities come late, the timing shots, or the miss. And then, unfortunately, a double bull we thought was in. It was a single bull, and Jillian picked it up in the third in the next round. So this has been great. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge of my seat every dart.
I mean, it's Mooney. This is why so many people, including ourselves, pushed for this format of the women's to be singles. They're just so talented. First of all, that there's really no compelling difference. They're going to hit less booms, which is just better for the audience. They have to hear that stupid catchphrase the entire time. So it's almost a win for them. And then on the reverse side of things, they always play so close, so tough, so difficult. They're always the most scrappy players that we have. And so every leg, the player's still in it until the very end.
This has been great. This has been great. I mean, this could be a 3-1 leg differential for Taylor over Jillian. This could be a 4-0 either way. I mean, we're 3-1 Jillian, but it can be in any other direction. It's been incredible. You want this to go the distance. You pray for this to go the distance. And there is a big 5 right there.
Although right now, Jillian's not praying for this to go to the distance.
No, she wants the next couple legs and be done.
Yeah, this is leg number 4, or this is leg number 5 here, Mooney. Reminder to our viewing audience and to yourself that we will be taking that short break right after leg number 5, where we're going to hear from our sponsors tonight. Nick is still getting adjusted in Rockford, Illinois, where I guess it just means that he can't do anything at all ever anymore that he wants to do. So he wasn't able to do any of that, and so this will be a week without those interviews. And again, it's not because we don't love our players. Maybe we'll do those interviews a different time. But yeah, look for that after this leg, and then we'll be right back for the conclusion of the match. 4-1 versus 3-2 is a massive difference in this format, Mooney. So this is a huge leg.
Yeah, this is Taylor's to control. She's got the high house. She has a sizable point lead, making calculated risks, but making sure she stays true to the scoring. Keep Jillian down. Keep Jillian down. That makes it the 3-2 score line. Get too aggressive, and Jillian gets back to this, and we'll see it. We'll see that bull race again.
I appreciate the good try there, but I'm just going to go ahead and take blame, guys. It was my fault as we get a 9 mark.
Boom goes the dynamite there for the Utah, her second. And look at that. The 9 mark counter's back.
No, it's definitely still messed up.
Well, it said 3, and then it went to that whatever this weird thing is.
It keeps taking away this dang scoreboard, but whatever. I'll take blame though. I definitely got a little preoccupied and I didn't get the stuff done I was supposed to, and that's why those interviews aren't there. So apologies, ladies. Apologies, everyone. That's my bad.
The one time I try not to blow you up, you just blow yourself up. Like this is why I just call you out. You know, like you're just gonna call yourself out. It's more fun if I do it.
I feel bad.
You have a very busy household right now, so I totally get it.
Mooney, we both know Hannah does all the work. I'm not really worried about that.
Will's doing a wonderful job. Taylor needs to hit that trip 20 here. And just a little bit outside. Jillian, opportunity here to close that 20. She's been aggressive, but she sure does like to keep that 19 rolling.
Yeah, she's going to be aggressive again. And when I worked next to Gordon Dixon in Bullshooter about a month ago, he would talk about how he would do stupid things to get rid of that 20. And there's less stupid things than just throwing 2 darts and getting rid of it instead of pointing to get more points there. But that's a big 7 from Taylor. Those 17s have been her honeypot so far.
Man, they are throwing haymaker after haymaker now. There comes the big trip 19. There's that aggressive shot on 17.
4-3-8 playing a 3-8-8. And a good 5 from Taylor.
5-5-3, 5-3-2. The houses are right on top of each other. Let's go, ladies.
Well, hey, Mooney, the Harrows NX90 darts are going fast on A to Z Darts. The best darts to add to your collection for top performance and precision. Shop yours today before they're gone on June 30th. While you're at it, pick up the Dart of the Month for a chance to win free stuff. Just tap the banner on their website to shop all darts. And that's a big 6 from Taylor.
Went up there, 70. Got rid of the 19, pointed the 17 for 4, forcing Jillian to the 18s. Can she capitalize? She does grab 5. Taylor's definitely leading this.
In this all-important leg, we're seeing fantastic darts from both players, a 4-2 to a 4-1.
Ooh.
And she gets aggressive on the shot. Throw? I do, because it's the high ground. If Jillian had the lower number, I wouldn't like it. But because that single number closed, I do. And also just with how aggressive Jillian kind of has been. I know you hate it, and you're going to tell me why the math means that you hate it. Go for it.
Because I'm losing 51 to 54. I want to add another 51 out in front of her to make her throw 72 or, 90 to come back on me. I count it by the counts. If she hits the trip 18, it's a great shot. But I'm throwing 51 to 54. I need to get more out in front.
And the reverse side of that, you saw the first dart from Jillian hit the triple 18 and gave her that 3-point lead. And with the with the 1 mark on the 17s, then that's just 2 single 17s to get that point lead back and close off that number. That extra 17 would have helped there too. But again, we're back to the corners and the 18s. It's a tale as old as time. And I bet the conclusion's going to happen on the bulls here, Mooney.
The way, I was going to say the way it's been going, yeah.
So who's
want to get rid of that 16? Missed. Back to the 18. Smart shot there.
Who's beauty? Who's beast?
I'm Taylor. I want that 48 first dart. Could have been aggressive there.
Could have been. Again, this is the third time they're going at this exact same situation. So now the opportunity is there for Taylor to go at the 18s if she wants to. Yep. They gone. Back down to the 16s. Or it goes to the 15s. Big dart.
That is aggressive crossboard shot. That forces Jillian to the bull now. Great shot, Taylor. Jillian has been good on the bull. Is up 3-1. She's going to have to mark it up.
And now a chance for Taylor to not make this a bull race. Yeah, she is so frustrated with that dart. That is 1.5 inches below her bottom target line, Mooney. And for a player of that caliber, that's a drop of the elbow, and you feel it, and it's frustrating.
It's got to stay on the bull. A single 16 and a single 15 would not have put up another bull, but that triple was huge at 48 points. Created the more bull's eyes. That's a 5 bulls now needed for Taylor for Jillian just to get the point lead.
The important thing to keep in mind, if Taylor hits 2 bulls here, it's just a hold a throw. Jillian will still be up 3-2, and Jillian will get the throw out of the break. And that's exactly what we're going to get here. Wow. Mooney, is Taylor does win a big leg to make it a 3-2 score line as she blows kisses to everybody watching along, which is what we all wanted to do too. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, Mooney, for the conclusion of this 3-2. A lot of action left to go. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, back with more with Will Stewart right after this.
Get ready for summer with our June Dart of the Month featuring the 180 Lawrence Ilagan Gunner Dart Series for 15% off all month long. Ilagan is one of the biggest pros in Asia, representing the Philippines with 8 World Darts Championship appearances and an unforgettable PDC career. Each of the gunner's darts are specially crafted to fit his signature grip and play style so you can relive his success with every dart you throw. Choose your favorite barrel from a variety of eye-catching colors like gold, rose gold, rainbow, and jade green. You can also get a chance to win your color choice of a 180 Shard Mini Wallet dart case in red, orange, blue, or purple with our monthly raffle. Just purchase our June Dart of the Month special and that's it. You're automatically entered into our giveaway. The raffle ends July 1st, so head on over to our website to enter today. You won't want to miss out on this sweet deal. Tap the banner on our homepage at atozdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't worry, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Whitewash of the night. The Ross across is the master at Madison Square Garden. 12 and he does
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
Get ready for summer with our June Dart of the Month featuring the 180 Lawrence Ilagan Gunner Dart Series for 15% off all month long. Ilagan is one of the biggest pros in Asia, representing the Philippines with 8 World Darts Championship appearances and an unforgettable PDC career. Each of the gunner's darts are specially crafted to fit his signature grip and play style so you can relive his success with every dart you throw. Choose your favorite barrel from a variety of eye-catching colors like gold, rose gold, rainbow, and jade green. You can also get a chance to win your color choice of a 180 Shard Mini Wallet dart case in red, orange, blue, or purple with our monthly raffle. Just purchase our June Dart of the Month special and that's it. You're automatically entered into our giveaway. The raffle ends July 1st, so head on over to our website to enter today. You won't want to miss out on this sweet deal. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't worry, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the conclusion of tonight's WCS matchup. Top 4 of the women's side. Jillian Phillips up 3-2 on Taylor Thaxton currently. Jillian will go first here in leg number 6. I'm Sean Green, joined by the legendary Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, so far you've seen Jillian Phillips for the first time. Really, you know Taylor Thaxton. It's been a fun matchup, man.
It's been great. Jillian has been really true to the points, and Taylor's had to have some of those aggressive rounds. But then again, we've seen Taylor be nice and steady and solid on points, and Jillian having to throw those aggressive rounds. These girls are playing on top of each other. We've had 4 bull races? Incredible. It's been a great match. It's been a great match.
It's been a great affair, and I think that it's just going to continue to be this kind of level. It is something that we need to point out that Jillian does have a slight advantage here. It is 3-2 Jillian. I don't mean by the score line. She is going first, so she does have that 2-leg separation technically of going first. But you can see these ladies are I don't know how they are able to be so competitive immediately after doing things like that. But it's like they just transform now into competitor mode.
Got to stay loose. Got to keep your head in it. The other thing that's been great for this match is the 9 marks have been crucial late round 9 marks.
Mm-hmm. Timing is everything in this game, and that has been the case so far. And again, every once in a while, Taylor's just throwing like a little bit of like a wonky first dart. But settles in after dart 1 to readjust nicely. Jess in the chat, what the heck, Sean Green, no interviews? I love the interviews. Jess, I love the interviews too. Don't get me wrong. I know Mooney loves the interviews.
It
seems like Will did not love the interviews. Okay? That's all right.
That was a little over the line. You could have just said some things happened,
over the line, my friend,
and Will didn't make it happen. All right, it was my fault. I do take the blame. I took full blame. I already texted Carla and was like, "I'm so sorry. Don't fire me, guys. This is my last stream. I'm sorry."
Will was being a JT, being a little JT there.
A little dramatic on top of that, but dramatic. Jillian with the lead, has the 20s. Taylor has 6 on the 17s.
JT's a little over the line, my man.
He called you a CS. It was a CS, not a JT. All right, back to the match. Ridiculous that we were able just to pull that off. Taylor is blocked on those 17s. That's what's the frustration. And yeah, that's exactly where you know, right? You've been playing darts for so long, Mooney, where you're just like, this dart is in the worst spot for me.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to shoot this dart because I have to.
Well,
and then it's just even more frustrating.
She's down what? How many points is that? 90 points. She needs that triple twice. Got blocked out of it. I mean, she could have went and remarked the 18 with darts 2 and darts 3, but she wanted 2 triples to fall. Now because of the miss, she gave Jillian just a free shot on that 17, and she got rid of it. Sometimes those darts they fill on the board wrong, or the tip is weak, and it's just landing right in the way. And you throw dart 2, and it just springboards it right out again. So it's just tell of the tape. Everybody that plays darts has that luck when it goes in easily, and everybody has that luck when it bounces out.
And it's funny how you always remember the luck when it bounces out, and you never remember the luck when it goes in.
Yeah, you don't remember the 2 9s you put in front of it. You remember that miss on the corner or something where it bounced out, or it flipped it into the wrong segment. But
once again,
Taylor's not out of this.
And again, it's 16s. It's the corners versus a higher ground number. It's going to be interesting if these two ever play a leg differently than so far they've done. Honestly, they're not doing anything wrong, or they're playing it perfectly each time. It just gets to this point each time, and Taylor goes back to back.
Each time we are seeing this. Each time we're seeing this, someone's using the corner to push back on that top house segment.
It's crazy, man. And again, Jillian right back in the treble 20 on dart 1. And there goes the 16s. So we've already had 2 9 marks on the 15s. Let's see if we get a third. Or we won't.
I might trip 15 on dart 2.
Do you take that dart on dart 3 on the 20, knowing that the single 15 doesn't get you the point lead and you're less than 25 points up?
Well, you have to make the aggressive shots. Unfortunately, I would have stayed on the 15s. Not trusting me.
Unfortunately, I would have made the wrong decision, but
I would have stayed on the 15s because I have a tendency not to crossboard shot like onto the 20s from a corner where you're good. I've always had trouble there.
Well, and that's a different thing to obviously keep in mind is players are going to be more comfortable doing certain things.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times working the 17s and 19s segments because they're close and you're not jumping from the 19s to the 18s. It's just because of moving across the board. When I'm in the corners at the 20 shot, I don't seem to line it up very good.
Sorry, Mooney. I am right now determining in my mind if Nikki Henshaw would use her proper name in the third person to say that she beat someone else with her same name 7-2, or if she's saying that Nicole Torres beat her 7-2. But all she put was Nicole won 7-2, and they're both named Nicole. So I don't know how to really. I know, but still. So it looks like Nicole Torres, who was very impressive week 1 in the WCS and just fell short, is marching along still. One of those newcomers. And Nikki Henshaw out, but that won't be the last time we see her at all.
I could be wrong, but I think Nikki did suffer an injury. Didn't she, in her wrist or something? So I think that she's actually kind of going with that right now. So I think that with the circumstances on her throwing hit, you got to give the edge towards Torres there, and I think she just was able to get it done. Oh, it was me, broken handed also. She did win.
See, now I don't know anymore. That's how confusing that was.
Come on.
Yep. And again, the bull race, Mooney, is where it got down to. It was 3-1 by the end of that leg, but it is a 4-2 score line now in favor of Phillips. And
Are we?
You know it's
We're
bad.
still holding throw. We're still holding throw,
Yep.
right?
Yes. And then she goes, "You guys are so mean." She still didn't answer the question, Nick, or Will, whoever your name is. She still didn't answer the question.
Yeah, who won? Nikki? Is it you or Nicole? Or who won? You go by Nikki. You've always told us I'm Nikki, not Nicole. And then you say Nicole won. And then you say,
He said it
I
was
won
me.
broken hand and all. What?
Well, she didn't say I won. She said
Yeah,
it was
she did
me.
say that. It was me, broken hand and all. Okay, so yes or no? Who won?
I'm confused. Who won?
Thanks, Mooney. Mooney gave his 2 cents on this too.
Speaking of 2 cents, here comes Taylor to the 19s.
What did that have to do with 2 cents?
It was Nikki Henshaw. It's updated on CSC bracket. So
Okay.
she pulled out the win. She'll
That's
take on
crazy.
Jenny Hood in the next round.
So let me get this straight. So she did use her proper name in the third person to say that she won. That's actually what happened.
Ricky
All right.
Henderson going to steal a third whether you like it or not. That's exactly what that reminded me of. Good stuff.
Speaking of good stuff, Taylor out in front, big time. To the corner is Jillian. Back to the match.
At least Watt's in there with us. That was my the turntables in that. How I thought that actually went. It was a roller coaster, my friend. And the corner is now favoring Jillian. Big 7 on the 15s. Taylor rolling with the top 3 houses. And she's been pointing Mooney on the 19th instead of the 20s. Is that because so far she's really kind of struggled on the high part of the board compared to the lower half?
Yeah, I was actually wondering that myself because she has been opening with either 2 on the 20s. She had 3 legs opening with 4, but she's always been strong on the 19s in second turn. So comfortability shot, honey hole. Now that she marks 5 right there on the 20s with no problems. I don't know. Sometimes you feel it. You feel it on the bottom of the board.
Well, Jillian is not missing 15s very much at all. That is very clear right this second. Taylor with a big treble. See if she's staying. Yeah, she stays up and hits a big 7 of her own on the 20s because 7 20s is going to be a lot more than 7 15s every time.
So she's back on that 15s again. She's going to mark it twice. There
Boom
you go.
goes the dynamite. Her third Mooney and second on the betting the 15s.
Those corners are proving their weight. They're doing exactly what they need them to do. And if you got the high house, why not? Why not?
4-5 playing a 4-5-7. They're just playing for fun right this second. Remember they like danced and waved at each other before the start of this leg, and they're throwing 4-5-7 and a 4-5.
It's great stuff. Great stuff out of Taylor. Trying to stay in it and playing excellent, Jillian. Taylor needs to grab that 15 right here, even if it takes all 3.
Yeah, I always say, Mooney, one of my favorite attributes of a dart player is when they are scrappy, when they are never out of that leg, when they can 9 mark the corners to get back into it and time those shots tremendously, keep pressure on their opponents no matter what. Opponent's ever comfortable. It's something like Brett Hollanday is a scrappy player, right? He does that so often. Corey Beck, his good friend, does that so often. They're both really good at maybe even not even having the higher average, but they're going to be scrappy and do that. Danny Baggish does that really well with his math more than anything else, but that's part of that, right? It's
you want to watch that.
Every WCS player that I've seen on stream in the last two seasons has been a very scrappy player. They're never out of a leg. It's so much fun to watch.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. It's like, this is what makes it exciting, because I don't see them giving up. I'm seeing them 3 houses down and still trying to 9 mark the 15s and scrapping their way back into bull races. It's incredible to watch. That's the kind of players you want to watch on these streams. That's the kind of players you want to compete against, because you're the scrappy player. And not giving up is Jillian, and there's 4 on the bull.
Because of course there are, right? Taylor going to fire right back. Needs. Oh, what a dart. I mean, essentially, that's a shot to the heart and the leg, right? Like
that's an ouch. That's a stub on the toe on the furniture in the house. That's a shot.
No, that's stubbing the toe on your way to bed and then waking up in the morning and realizing the toe's broken.
Yeah, that was a gut shot.
And there you go. Does get the job done. 392 to a 375 in favor of Taylor. It's 4-3. And again, we stayed chalk on the throw. Favors Jillian to win this 7-5 if it stays on this pattern. So Taylor's got to break that pattern at some point, and it's better sooner rather than later. And they are all jamming out at the bar. Oh,
wow, that's incredible.
Mooney, yeah, Mooney, give us that. Their averages right now, there's nothing between them.
3.4 to 3.39 total average for the entire match.
And we wonder why each leg goes down to the Bulls.
And what are we even on 9 marks? I know we're pretty darn close on 7s and 5s.
It's 3-1 on the 9s. Jillian has 3 of those to Taylor's 1. Taylor had the first one. Jillian with the last 3, including 2 where she betted the 15s. And this one right now is a hot start from Jillian.
There's another 7 mark on the 17s. Man, no give. They do not give up. Neither one of them. Both of them have been down. Both of them have been ahead, and they both continue to fight. You're only down 10. If you can flip 4 on the 18s, you can take down one of the other 2 houses.
I'm going to ask you a perspective question here, Mooney. And granted, I know that you don't have either perspective really. Actually, I take that back. You have at PPD Nationals before. So perspective is this. Typically every week we have both cameras working at both locations, or we have camera packages at both locations. So it will switch between each shot. So when you're not throwing, you're not on screen, right? Whereas when it's just the solo shot and you're on screen the whole time, does that play into your mind knowing that you're on camera the entire time
No.
versus just when you're not throwing?
No, because if you've done enough live events, which they probably both have, I know Taylor's been on your guys' bullshooter stream a lot. You've done enough live events, the camera becomes second nature. You're just playing darts. Yeah, you're not worried about it. Only time you ever get worried about it is if you get a phone call in the middle of your match.
Well, that's because you're checking to see if you know the phone number or not. And you have to answer it because even if you don't know the phone number, it could be someone from the PPD or something that's asking you questions. So you have to answer it. And then it's always a bill collector. Always. Never not the case.
No, I don't think it's an issue. I mean, you're settled in after a while. I mean, you go to the bullpen or you play on any kind of streaming board or, you're just all of a sudden it just becomes oblivious. You're wanting to win that match, especially in like this match here. I don't think they even glance at the cameras. They're just too busy trying to win.
Well, you can say that, but you're never playing a league match where you got all these people behind you that are supporting just you and hang on every single dart that you throw, staring at you the entire time, which is probably happening at both locations. But being the one with the reactions in the background,
I like the more people to watch. The more people, the better. I can feel the energy from the crowd. I want everybody to watch. I don't want to suck when I get watched, but I like having that energy.
Yeah, KL saying it shouldn't at all impact it.
Ooh, didn't get it to go on dart number 3, and she was not happy with that. Aggressive move opportunity here for Taylor.
And yep, Taylor gets rid of those 20s because we don't need those anymore. We're about to have a tale as old as time if Jillian does not close the 18s. And I'm not talking about Beauty and the Beast. I'm talking about the 16s versus the 18s. But in this case, we are down to the corners for both ladies. Shocking, Mooney. We have a tight leg brewing here.
Beep, 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 beep,
and
beep,
where
beep,
does it
beep,
come?
beep.
16s and 15s.
Update. Caitlin Myers over Kaylee Beard.
Okay. So that ends Kaylee's run. So we do have a matchup next week confirmed. It's the Floridians of Caitlin Myers taking on Meredith McGee. Caitlin Myers, Floridian through New York. She would like me to say that. And then Jenny Howe taking on Nikki Henshaw, or Nicole Henshaw, as is known on the stream board. And then the winner of this one will take on the winner of next week's live stream match between Olivia Terry and Shay Cole. Shay, last season's champion.
We got ourselves another bull, reached double 15. Man, this leg has gone back and forth, back and forth. 5-3 on that bull.
Yeah. 5-3. Like, it really is crazy, Mooney. Crazy.
You can't keep your eyes off of it. We're going in the corners. Taylor's up, and now Taylor's down on bulls. But Taylor's now throwing for the win. It's incredible.
I like how she does a little tip of the hat before she throws this hat trick, maybe. No. Oh.
She needs to mark at least one now. Break that seal.
She popped it, but 4-3. Jillian didn't hit any, and that's the only thing that's right now saving grace here for Taylor. Oh, big double on dart 3, and once again, Mooney.
Excellent.
3.55, 3.7. The averages continue to go up for both ladies, and on top of that, it's a bull. It's always comes down to the bulls. 5-3 lead now for Jillian Phillips. She continues to keep that separation just a little bit over Taylor. And for those that are gonna right now in the chat talk about how it says 5-4 and how the scoreboard's wrong, the diddle counts as a leg in the machine. So that's what that counts for.
First,
the thing that's crazy is you take your eyes off this leg, the other one takes the lead. You think so-and-so leading into the corners is going to just power through, and they're the ones going into the bull down the most. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's been, and neither one of them is giving up. Neither one of them is giving up all the way to the end. No one's like throwing their hands up. I'm ready for the next leg. They're playing.
Speaking of taking the lead here, Taylor's first time taking the lead on overall average of the 3.43 to Jillian's 3.42. So still neck and neck there, but as you can see, Jillian with the advantage 5-3 here.
This is great stuff. Scrappy legs, power shooting, timing shots, late 9 marks. Misses on the bulls, capitalizing on the bulls. What more do you want?
Oh, big 6. I mean, and capitalizing on mistakes. Like, they're super sweet to each other before the start of every single leg, and then they become, villains on the line in the best way.
That's a beautiful 5 mark right there. Jillian can take a look at it now. Maybe get that 19 off, which she does.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah. Time to spread the board.
Oh, and on top of that, it's the brilliant move of getting rid of the 17s, which has been Taylor's honeypot. So now Taylor's forced to go 18s instead, which is not the number that she has wanted to point on as much.
Now, we've seen her roll on the 18s one time with 6 marks, and we've seen her having six darts not fall. So it's definitely not a strong number for her as the 17 was. And that starts to know your opponent. Your match is progressing. You know what your opponent's been doing, and you're taking away those power shots, forcing them to areas they're not comfortable with.
This is Mooney. This is a huge moment. Taylor's in trouble. Jillian against the throw here is in the driver's seat to potentially make this a 6-3 scoreline. If it gets to that point, Taylor's got to win 4 straight.
Shooting a 5.0 in this leg. She can take down the corners. Ooh, she went back to point score.
Mm-hmm.
She does get the double.
That
surprises me. I really thought she'd at least grab the 15. She's taken 2 shots and hit the single 10.
I just know how Taylor points the 16, so I'm going to point as much as possible, knowing that. Of course, she crossed herself on dart 1 across her triple, so that's why she moves to the 15s on darts 2 and 3. This is, again, becoming more and more likely for Jillian now.
This is the first leg of true separation. And that is,
Mooney,
my friends, a big coffin shot right there. Bam! Trip 16, trip 15, double bullseye. What are you going to do?
You can't escape that coffin at that point. And not only is it a coffin shot in the leg, Mooney, that might be a coffin shot in the match. It's going to be really, really hard pressed for Taylor to win 4 legs straight against Jillian with how well Jillian's been throwing. This is the first real blowout leg that we've seen, and it's coming at the most opportune time for the Utah.
We've had 8 bull races, and this is the first separation leg.
Yeah, there's so much of a separation that didn't matter that Jillian just missed all 3 at the bull. She could miss another 6 starts at the bull and probably still be fine. I say probably because there's that chance that Taylor lights it on fire.
She wants to end it right in here. She'll want to end it right here.
There it is.
Double bullseye. 4.3 on that turn.
More importantly, it's a separation lead. Yeah, the 4.3 is the highest leg of the match. And I'm hoping that they heard you say that before I did, because I made it sound like it was coming from me. That would have been even better. Dang it. Yeah, 3.52 right now for Jillian. every leg they've raised their average, except for Taylor in that one since the break.
And that was only Taylor did not throw that bad in that leg. She just had some misses in the middle, and Jillian just capitalized on it huge.
Well, this is too early for me to say, like it's too soon for me to use the term Achilles heel. Still heartbreaking to say that term out loud.
I feel sorry for you on the Achilles heel.
I appreciate that. It's really tough for Tyrese and for the team, honestly, not anything else, because you never know if you're ever going to get that shot again, especially with the East being the power that it is and all of that. So either way, moving on, the Achilles heel by far for Taylor tonight has been the 20s. She has opened up 2 marks at least 3 times with the start, and each time Jillian's been able to capitalize on it, and Taylor's been unable to really respond enough to make up for it often enough.
Well, and the other thing of it is that's with the week opening on the 20s is a hammer on the night. So Taylor's week on 19s as well. I mean, she really just opens the door wide open for Jillian just to start marching on. And that's why then, and Taylor was using the 17. That's why we've seen Jillian move into the 17s early to take away that power shot from her. So Taylor's not out of it. She's got the 18. She got the opportunity here to mark it, maybe 3 for sure. Oh, she needed a triple, but she does grab the 3.
Yeah, 3 single 18s. Yeah, I was going to say, let's see how aggressive Jillian gets with this. Well, look at this.
See,
Jillian Phillips. She turned the gun sideways there on that third one. That was also at the 17s.
Yeah, she definitely was going for that kill shot, trying to push her down. But here comes Taylor. And I wanted to, she just hasn't been strong on the 18s. She has not. It's not been her favorite number. She's been using that 16 more deadly than she has that 18.
I agree with that. And there they go.
And that's another big turn on there. Back-to-back 7 marks.
Jillian, let's call this what this is, right? Jillian has improved every leg since the break. She started off in heartbreaking fashion, losing leg number 1, missing 6 starts to hit 3 bowls. And she still is turning in this performance against what I was saying was the favorite to win the bottom side, and almost that it was the easy half of the bracket, right? And I know that my cohorts in the booth, not including yourself because you didn't get to make that statement, were saying the same thing in agreement. So Jillian's making us not just eat our words here, but she's putting everyone on notice that she's going to be able to not just compete next or in 2 weeks against whoever wins between Olivia Terry and Shea Cole, but she's going to have a shot, a real shot.
Yes. And
if she closes this out.
I was going to say, number one, if she closes out, I was wanting Taylor to see what Taylor's going to do. She took that aggressive shot on the 17th. She continues to do the right things at the right time. She stayed on that 17 twice, triples, before she moved to the 18s. Right there, she closed it down, another 17 points. She's making sure she keeps her opponent down, and she chases down the right numbers at the right time. I mean, it's good it's good darts.
Yep. And it's been textbook tonight, and 3 bowls away from icing on the cake, and a dominant performance for the Utah. Fancy Pants Phillips is trying to even make a statement here. You see her pointing on the 17th instead of going for the bowls.
First start miss on the bull, 2 17s, creates another bullseye. I want to win this. That's what she's saying. I want to win this. I don't want her to scrap back in.
139 points should be enough to attack the bull. And it is Jillian Phillips.
Oh,
not over yet, but Mooney, this is going to be a shocking result for quite a few people.
Oh, definitely wanted Dart 2 to hit that double bull.
Mooney, stop rooting for a player. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. Just messing with you.
I was trying to get to the 7-5.
I know. Well, there it is. I mean, Fancy Pants Phillips, welcome to the WCS, and we are I mean, impressed. Impressed is the term I would use. Taylor didn't play poorly, my friend. Like, up until those last couple of legs, she was throwing her darts, Mooney.
This match was a heck of a lot closer than that score line. I mean, you can look at the stats, you can analyze turns. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Hello.
Oh, I thought that was a vampire. It's just Mooney. Why are you in the dark? Like,
why am I in the dark? Well, the problem is the overhead lights in this room are so bright because I put in
they
new
were shining
LEDs,
on I get it.
and it's shining on top of the bald head, and I didn't want Watt to say something.
Well, Mooney in his bat cave, watching the finish here. I'm sorry, Mooney. What were you saying before I was shocked?
I was giving the credits to both Taylor and to Jillian. I mean, we really didn't see a separation of play till there at the end, and you can count on your hand 3 or 4 legs that could have went the other direction and giving Taylor the wins. So, but Jillian, she stayed true.
Yeah.
She just took down the powerful numbers and forced Taylor into the numbers she wasn't comfortable with or was struggling on. And that was the tell of the tape. And then when she had the lead, she stayed in the lead.
Absolutely. And on top of that, while it was masterful to watch Taylor work on the corners of the 16s and 15s, what Jillian had done before that was put pressure enough on Taylor to get the point leads with a higher ground number to where Taylor's having to do that on the 16s and 15s repetitively. And I don't care who you are, eventually that's going to come back to bite you. And it did tonight for the bullshooter MVP, who now moves to the loser side of the bracket, where it does not get any easier from this point forward. But hats off to Jillian Phillips, is now playing in the queen seat in a couple weeks. Who is she going to play, Mooney? I'm going to give you a preview. Shea Cole, Olivia Terry. Give me your thoughts right away.
I am going to have to definitely say Shea Cole. OT from the TO is always a fantastic player, but Shea is she's a juggernaut. I just called her match over with PPD Nationals on doubles, and she played fantastic, and she was monster 4+, 4+, 4+. And I know Olivia can play that well. And Olivia is a scrapper, just like we've seen Taylor as a scrapper. It's going to be a fantastic match, but I'm going to have to give it to Shea again. I think Shea is still the one to be beat, and Shea will be in the queen seat match with Jillian.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, congratulations to Jillian, and excited for that match next week with Shea Cole and Olivia Terry. I think it's going to be a brilliant one. I want to end tonight, though, by just, of course, thoughts and prayers to the Julie Weeger family and everyone that has come to know and love her in the dart community. Huge loss. One of the great female dart players. So I just want to make sure to give a little homage to her real quick, because she would have been someone that would have been brilliant in this type of an event, and would have been one of those fan favorites for sure.
I just want to say this about Julie. This comes from your entire dart family. You were the sweetest person we all knew.
Yep. Yeah. So
sweetest person.
On that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. Will and I will be flying to New York City this week to do some great stuff. Will, behind the scenes with USA Darts, is going to be phenomenal, bringing you a whole bunch of new content. I'm working media with the CDC and all of that, which I'm excited for and looking forward to it. So if you don't have tickets, get them now, because they're almost sold out, and I cannot wait. it's going to be a great time. But Mooney, thanks for joining me, man. I really appreciate it. Even you in the dark is way more handsome than either Will or Nick, and it's impressive.
Oh, it's because I originally turned this on, and these lights were on, and I'm like, oh Lord, we're gonna have to deal with it somehow because it's just too bright on the top of this shiny bald head. What's funny is, real quick, Porky and I did doubles on Saturday for the streaming for the PPD, and his bald head was shinier than mine, so I didn't feel so bad. Porky, I did say that.
On that note, we're going to end this thing. Guys, have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.